से सभी बच्चों को उमंग, बाप की जयंती सो अपनी जयंती मनाने का आता है। अच्छे अच्छे प्रोग्राम बना रहे हैं। सेवा के प्लान तो बहुत अच्छे बनाते हो। बाप दादा खुश होते हैं। लेकिन कहना अच्छा नहीं लगता है। जगदम्बा माँ लेकिन शब्द को कहती थी सिंधी में, सिंधी भाषा में। लेकिन किन कहती है किचड़े को। लेकिन कहना माना कुछ न कुछ किचड़ा लेना। तो लेकिन कहना अच्छा नहीं लगता है, कहना पड़ता है। जैसे और सेवा के प्लान बनाए भी है और बनाएंगे भी। लेकिन इस व्रत लेने का भी प्रोग्राम बनाना, रिटर्न देना ही है। क्योंकि जब बाप दादा या कोई पूछते हैं कैसे है, तो मेजॉरिटी का यही उत्तर आता है तो बहुत अच्छे। लेकिन जितना बाप दादा कहते हो उतना नहीं। अभी ये उत्तर होना चाहिए जो बाप दादा चाहते हैं वही है। नोट करो, बाप दादा क्या चाहता है वो लिस्ट निकालो और चेक करो। बाप दादा ये चाहता है वो है या नहीं है। दुनिया वाले आप पूर्वजों द्वारा मुक्ति चाहते हैं, चिल्ला रहे हैं मुक्ति दो, मुक्ति दो। जब तक मेजॉरिटी बच्चे अपने पुराने संस्कार, जिसको आप नेचर कहते हो, नेचुरल नहीं नेचर, उसमें कुछ भी थोड़ा रहा हुआ है, मुक्त नहीं हुए हैं, तो सर्व आत्माओं को मुक्ति नहीं मिल सकती। तो बाप कहते हैं ये मुक्ति दाता के बच्चे, मास्टर मुक्ति दाता, अभी अपने को मुक्त करो तो सर्व आत्माओं के लिए मुक्ति का द्वार खुल जाए। सुनाया था ना, गेट की चाबी क्या है? बेहद का वेरा। कार्य सब करो लेकिन न साधनों के वश, न पोजीशन, कुछ न कुछ मिल जाए। पोजीशन नहीं है, ये अपोजिशन है माया की। यारे और पाप की बेन। ओम शांति। पवित्रता का जन्म सदाधिकार आप विशेष आत्माओं को पाप द्वारा प्राप्त। प्योरिटी की निशानी सभी के सर पर लाइट का ताज चमक रहा। आदि काल में भी आप प्योर आत्माएं, आत्मा रूप में भी विशेष चमकते हुए सितारे चमकते रहते। चमकता हुआ सितारा चमकते हुए पाप के साथ साथ निवास करने वाले अब आदिकाल में आपके पवित्रता की रॉयल्टी का स्वरूप कितना महान है, कितना प्यारा स्वरूप, देवता रूप है। ये सब पवित्रता की प्राप्ति है। मध्यकाल में भी देखो, आपके भगत, आप पूजा आत्माओं की पूजा करते हैं, चित्र बनाते हैं, कितने रॉयल्टी के और कितने रॉयल्टी से पूजा करते हैं। अंतम काल संगम पर आप ब्रह्मात्माओं का परमात्म पालना का, परमात्म प्यार का, परमात्म बड़ाई का भाग्य आप कोटों में कोई आत्माओं को ही मिलता है। सारे चक्कर में इतनी श्रेष्ठ प्राप्ति का आधार पवित्रता।
In the month of May, Avyakti Parivar welcomes you to adopt the personality of spiritual royalty and purity. रूहानी रॉयल्टी और प्योरिटी की पर्सनालिटी धारण करो with powerful insights from Mohini Didi. Followed by Avyakti Journey, Sharings by Ancestors. Avyakt Murli Revision from 1969 and heart-to-heart conversation with seniors.
पवित्रता का हृदय कुंज में ऐसा पुष्प खिला, जिसकी सुगंध से जीवन में सुख ही सुख मिला। पवित्रता का हृदय कुंज में ऐसा पुष्प खिला, जिसकी सुगंध से जीवन में सुख है
ओम शांति। अव्यक्ति परिवार में आप सबका स्वागत है। वेलकम टू अव्यक्ति परिवार। आज से हम अपनी नई सीरीज शुरू करेंगे। मई महीने में नया टॉपिक है और बहुत ही सुंदर टॉपिक है। हमने अप्रैल के मास में कंबाइंड शुरू की, बहुत अच्छी प्रैक्टिस की, अनुभव किए, बहुत अच्छे पॉइंट्स हमने सुनी। दीदी ने भी बहुत सुंदर तरीके से हमें अभ्यास कराया। अभी हम मई मास में नया टॉपिक लेंगे, रूहानी रॉयल्टी और प्योरिटी की पर्सनालिटी धारण करो। तो आज पहला दिन और जो विषय है वो है संगम योगी ब्राह्मण जीवन की विशेषता, पवित्रता। अव्यक्त इशारे। संगम योगी ब्राह्मण जीवन की विशेषता पवित्रता है। प्रवृत्ति में रहते अपवित्रता से निवृत्त रहना, स्वप्न मात्र भी अपवित्रता के संकल्प से मुक्त रहना, यही विश्व को चैलेंज करने का साधन है। यही आप ब्राह्मणों की रूहानी रॉयल्टी और पर्सनालिटी है। अभी हम मोहिनी दीदी से सुनेंगे।
ओम शांति। सभी मौज में हो, सभी ठीक हो। हमारी जीवन कितनी सुखी है, सुख और शांति संपन्न है, शक्ति भी है पवित्रता के कारण। पवित्रता पर अगर हम विचार करें कि एक एक विकार से कितने दुख, कितनी चिंताएं, कितने झगड़े, काम का तो पता ही है आपको कि कितना सारी दुनिया में उसकी हलचल है, और जो फिर वश में हो जाता है काम के, वो जीत नहीं पाता है। जब हमको बाबा ने अपनी गोद में लिया, अडॉप्ट किया, और बाबा ने हमें पवित्रता के बारे में बताया, देखा है कि बाबा की कितने बच्चे, लाखों की संख्या में, तब से लेके एक नेचुरल प्योरिटी का संस्कार है। तो प्योरिटी की प्राप्तियां, प्योरिटी के सुख, प्योरिटी की शक्ति, हम एक एक बात में जाएंगे। और वर्तमान समय पर तो निस्वार्थ है, शुद्धि है, शुभ है, उन सब का कनेक्शन प्योरिटी से है। मन में इच्छाएं आना, क्योंकि काम को कामनाएं भी कह देते हैं ना, बड़ी सूक्ष्म में होती है इच्छाएं। मेरी इच्छाएं पूरी हो, मुझे ये मान मिले, मेरे को ये हो, मतलब सूक्ष्म में कई इच्छाएं हैं। पर जितना हम पवित्रता पर ध्यान देते हैं, तो संकल्पों की जो पवित्रता है, फिर वाणी की पवित्रता, कर्म की पवित्रता, संबंधों में पवित्रता, बहुत विस्तार में हम लोग जा सकेंगे। और ये देखने के लिए कि मेरी रॉयल्टी क्यों चली जाती है। कभी साधारण हो जाते हैं ना, कई ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातों में भी मन अटक जाता है, तो खुद को ही लगता है कि ये क्या है। तो कैसे हम अपनी पर्सनैलिटी में वो रॉयल्टी लाएं जो सर्व प्राप्ति स्वरूप हो, सर्व संपन्न हो। किसके बच्चे हैं, कौन पालना दे रहा है। बाबा कई बार बच्चों को कहता है कि राजा बच्चे हैं, नहीं, प्रिंस प्रिंसेस हैं, साहबजादे हैं, राजा बच्चे हैं। तो बाबा के वो सब टाइटल सुन सुन के हमें पवित्रता की महानता जो है वो पर्सनैलिटी में दिखाई दे। एक पवित्रता ब्रह्मचर्य का पालन है, पर दूसरी पवित्रता जो मानसिक है, व्यवहारिक है, उस पवित्रता पर हम लोग अटेंशन देके अपनी पर्सनैलिटी को रॉयल बनाएं। कई बार संगम युग पर माया के नाम से बहुत कुछ व्यर्थ चला जाता है। माया के नाम से हम बहुत साधारण हो जाते हैं, परंतु जब पवित्रता है तो उच्च विचार, महान विचार, शुभ विचार ऐसा हो भी रहा है, और मेरे अटेंशन देंगे इस मास में तो और बढ़ता जाएगा, तो वो पर्सनैलिटी में रॉयलिटी दिखाई देगी। मतलब हमारा चरित्र, हमारा व्यवहार, हमारे संबंध मधुरता, सुखदायी, सब पवित्रता के आधार पर है। तो इसलिए बहुत अच्छा बाबा कह रहे हैं कि संगम युगी ब्राह्मण जीवन की विशेषता है पवित्रता। अगर लोगों को ये पता चले कि सारे दुख का कारण विकार ही है, तो छूटेंगे भी, वैराग भी आएगा, उस सुख का अनुभव भी करेंगे। तो बाबा कहते हैं प्रवृत्ति में रहते अपवित्रता से निर्वृत्त रहना, स्वपन मात्र भी अपवित्रता के संकल्प से मुक्त रहना, यही विश्व को चैलेंज करने का साधन है। यही अब ब्राह्मणों की रूहानी रॉयलिटी और पर्सनैलिटी है। रूहानी रॉयलिटी, एक रॉयल होते हैं, राजवंश के लोग होते हैं, पर हमारी क्या है, रूहानी रॉयलिटी है, बाहर की नहीं है। अभी भी थोड़े दिन पहले मैं शांतिवन में थी, तो वहां पर एक राजकुल की रानी आई थी। देखते ही वो इतना पता लग रहा था कि बहुत रॉयल फैमिली से है। ऐसे ही हम लोगों की भी प्योरिटी की, पर्सनैलिटी की रॉयलिटी दिखाई देनी चाहिए, तो सबकी वो भावना होगी, श्रद्धा होगी, क्योंकि भावना बहुत जरूर है, और भावना प्योरिटी से ही आती। प्योरिटी को देख के उस आत्मा के प्रति भावना जगती है। भावना जगने से क्या होता है, जैसे देवी देवता होते हैं, उनके प्रति भावना होती है। एक भावना है कि उनकी सब इच्छाएं पूरी होती हैं, उनके दुख जो है वो दूर हो जाते हैं। दूसरी भावना होती है कि अगर हम कुछ भी इनके प्रति करते हैं, इनके थ्रू देते हैं, तो भावना है उसका बहुत फल मिलता है। हमारी दादी प्रकाश पड़ी थी, जैसे ही यज्ञ संभालने आई तो विस्तार भी बहुत हुआ, पर सबकी भावना बहुत थी, क्योंकि दादी में प्योरिटी जिसमें है ना, उसमें स्नेह भी होगा। हमारी जितनी प्योरिटी बढ़ती जाती है, दिल में सबके प्रति प्रेम और शुभ भावना, कोई कैसा भी है, तो भावना बन जाती है ना, कि इसके पास हम जाएंगे तो ये प्राप्ति होगी। ऐसे तो सारी प्राप्ति बाबा से ही होती है, पर हम भी तो निमित्त है ना। तो जैसे हम ज्ञान सुनाते हैं, अपनी पर्सनैलिटी और आगे ऊंची करते जाओ, तो मुझे लगता है कि बहुत विशेष सेवाएं बाबा हमसे करा सकेंगे, ऐसा मैं समझती हूँ। ओम शांति।
अव्यक्त मुरली रिवीजन 1969 से। ज्ञान के रतन और स्नेह के मोती। अव्यक्तवाणी तारीख है 8 अक्टूबर 1975। मास्टर ज्ञान स्वरूप बनने की प्रेरणा। अब दूसरे नंबर का श्रृंगार। बाप दादा के गले का हार। उनकी विशेषता क्या थी और आधार क्या था? वह सब मणियां भी अपनी चमक चारों ओर फैला रही थी, लेकिन फर्क क्या था? पहले नंबर की मणियों की शक्ति की किरणें चारों ओर समान फैली हुई थी, लेकिन गले के हार की मणियों की किरणें सर्व समान नहीं थी। कोई छोटी, कोई बड़ी थी। कोई किरणें बेहद तक, कोई हद तक थी, अर्थात बाप के समीप थी। लेकिन बाप समान नहीं थी। सर्वगुणों के रंग समाये हुए थे, लेकिन सर्वरंग स्पष्ट नहीं थे। बाप दादा के ऊपर स्नेह और सहयोग के आधार पर बलिहार थे, इसलिए गले के हार थे। ऐसी आत्माओं का आधार सदा कंठ द्वारा अर्थात मुख द्वारा, गले की आवाज द्वारा बाप की महिमा, बाप का परिचय देकर बाप को समीप लाना, अर्थात वाचा के सब्जेक्ट में फुल पास थे, परंतु मनसा की सब्जेक्ट में फुल पास नहीं, लेकिन वाचा की सब्जेक्ट में फुल पास। सदा स्मृति स्वरूप नहीं, लेकिन सदा स्मृति दिलाने स्वरूप। इस आधार से बाप के समीप बाप के गले का हार बनते हैं। यह संख्या ज्यादा थी। माला में तो ज्यादा होते हैं ना, तो गले की माला की मणियां ताज की मणियों से बहुत ज्यादा थी। अच्छा, आगे की मुरली कल सुनेंगे। ओम शांति।
नई नई बातें हमारी समझ में आती हैं। ऐसे ही ये गीत भी मेरे लिए है। जब कभी ये गीत सुनता हूँ तो किसी एक शब्द पर अगर स्ट्रेस डाला जाए, दूसरे शब्द गौण हो और अगली दफा किसी और शब्द पर विशेष बल दिया जाए, तो बहुत भिन्न भिन्न प्रकार के अनुभव और अर्थ सामने आते हैं। तो ये तो एक अलग विषय हो गया, आज मैं इसको नहीं लेके बैठा। ये तो जो गीत बजा उसकी तरफ मैंने कहा, लेकिन एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ इस संदर्भ में कि आज जब ये गीत सुन रहा था तो ये जो बोल हैं भगवान हमारा साथी है, ये बहुत बड़ी बात है। इससे हमारे ऊपर कुछ नियम भी लागू होते हैं कि उसके साथ हमारा साथ है, तो भगवान का साथ किन के साथ हो सकता? कौन है जो इस प्रकार के सौभाग्यशाली हैं जो भगवान का साथ रहें? कोई नियम मर्यादाएं, कुछ कंडीशंस वो अपने जीवन में फॉलो करते होंगे जिससे वो डिजर्व करते हैं कि भगवान भी उनके साथ देता है और उनको भगवान के साथ का मौका मिलता है। तो ये एक बहुत बड़ी बात है। लेकिन सबसे बड़ी बात तो ये है कि भक्ति मार्ग में जिनकी भी हम कविताएं या गीत पढ़ते हैं, सुनते हैं, तो वो प्राय यही कहते हैं कि हे प्रभु, मैं इस संसार सागर में डूब रहा हूँ जिसमें बड़े बड़े मगरमच्छ हैं, चट्टानें हैं, तूफान हैं, बहता जा रहा हूँ, डूबता जा रहा हूँ। ये जो माया है, विकार हैं, इनके भंवर में फंसा हुआ हूँ, मैं इससे निकल नहीं पा रहा, आप मुझे इससे निकालो। तो एक निराशा का वो भाव प्रकट करते हैं, जैसे कि उम्मीद खो चुके हों कि इस माया को पार करना बहुत कठिन ही नहीं बल्कि इंसान के लिए असंभव है जब तक कि ईश्वर का साथ ना मिले।
इतना दुलार माँ की ममता, हम प्यार पिता का पाते हैं। शिक्षा देते, रक्षा करते, अपना सर्वस्व लुटाते हैं। प्यारी मुरली प्रतिदिन हमको, प्यारी मुरली प्रतिदिन हमको, आती प्रभु प्रेम की पाती है। भगवान हमारा साथी है।
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. So today we will be starting our new series for month of May. In month of April, we did the practice of combined form, and I'm sure everyone had wonderful experience. And also Didi shared with us many nice points, and also Vyakti signal was very deep and insightful, so I'm sure everyone had wonderful experience. We would be happy if you can share with us your experience on our website so that we know, and others will be inspired also by reading it. So, in month of May, the new topic, adopt the personality of spiritual royalty and purity. So today, day 1, and the topic, the speciality of the confluence aged Brahmin life, purity. Awake the signal. The speciality of the confluence aged Brahmin life is purity. while living in your household. Stay beyond impurity. Stay beyond any thought of impurity, even in your dreams. This is the way to challenge the world. This is the spiritual royalty and personality of you Brahmins. So now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Okay, very exciting theme, right? But also, even if we are starting something new, we should keep revising the past one too. Because companionship, combined form, a good companion, it really was great topic, right? I, during day, just reminding oneself that God is with me, I am at God's service, and somewhere or other remembrance of Baba was very good, right? But also remembrance and intoxication, royalty, all is connected with purity. We all are pure, right? Foundation is purity. And since we belong to Baba, we all had been living the life of purity. But that purity in royalty and personality has to be converted. I remember that, we have one of the principle that we don't eat food cooked by anyone, only Baba's children. So in the beginning, that is, we used to visit many homes, right? And these days, some of us and some places, they eat some of the commercial food, that means cooked by machine, right? Like ice cream or sometimes papad or some of the things. But at that time, we never ate anything. So there are some, when we visit, they say we made at home and everything is pure and clean. But still in the family, the vibrations are different than Baba's home, right? When we cook at Baba's home, completely different vibration. So a time came, we decided when people cook and bring, we're not going to eat it. And I know Didi always used to tell us that cook food by yourself, cooked by the Brahmins is very important. And there was a time we never ate, even drank water at someone's home. Because they say Pani and Vani, that means there is always influence of everything. So we carried our water, hot water and milk for tea, for everything. Now we say machine made coffee, machine made this, machine made. Machine is clean and pure, but doesn't have Baba's remembrance, right? So importance is not only to be vegetarian, to be sattvic, but cooked with remembrance of Baba. Because I don't know how much attention we pay to that. I have to remember Baba while cooking. Not have any other thoughts, not have any other conversations, the whole atmosphere. So we will talk a lot on purity of food also. There is a temple in Nepal or where I went. They call it Buddha's temple. Very big temple, many doors, many locks, this door, that door, big, huge. And it's only, they call it hair of Buddha or tooth of Buddha, something is there. But they still cook, offer bhog and all that. So all those who are cooking, they close the door, they don't talk, have the mask. So lot of purity of different things. When Brahma Baba used to travel, Vishwa Kishore Babu, there were some others travel with him. Because those days they had this big compartment. So in one corner they will turn on stove and start cooking. So our personality, where we are free from desires, right? Any kind of sorrow, any kind of disturbance, any kind of not feeling good, upset, is some kind of impurity. Even cause could be someone else. It's very interesting when once Dadi Gulzar was making us realize that we always say it's because of the outside circumstances. I'm going through this, or I lost my temper, or whatever. She said, but if there is no sanskar, you can never get upset. There must be sanskar somewhere of anger or body consciousness. So I think that our personality of staying very calm, cool, have a lot of patience, have generosity, forgiveness. No? Purity has a lot of qualities. And if there is purity of personality, one is always auspicious. No? Shubh. Not only Shuddh, but Shubh also. So we will talk a lot on very subtle impurities which we have to remove, transform. So Baba is saying the speciality of the confluence age Brahmin life is purity. The speciality of confluence age Brahmin life is purity. While living in your household, stay beyond impurity. Stay beyond any thought of impurity. Then in your dreams, even in your dreams, this is the way to challenge the world. This is spiritual royalty and personality of Yah Brahman. No other thought, just pure. As I said, it could be altruistic, it could be benefit for everyone. So now we have to just look at our power of purity, personality of purity. Because when Baba says we have to become perfect, I think purity is most important. That is why I say purity, peace, happiness, and prosperity is your birthright. If there is purity, there will be peace, there will be happiness, there will be prosperity also. Because the nature and the resources also are pulled towards purity. Nature will also serve one who is pure and also protect. Because there is no body consciousness and I'm not doing any actions in body consciousness. It's quite a big achievement. Anyway, we have all month to explore. You all can start contemplating. I am getting so many beautiful thoughts, but also thinking of checking complete purity or personality of purity, in power of purity in our thoughts, words, and actions. All. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Didi, you were saying that we practiced the combined form in April, and now we are entering May, and we would be looking at what's the takeaway from practicing the combined form the whole month of April. But I think it's very appropriate for whoever chose this one, because where I think I landed after April, well, today's the last day, was yesterday a question that was asked in the Murli as I was reading it. And that question was, why does Shiv Baba always say to Brahma Baba, you are becoming Lakshmi and Narayan? You are becoming Vishnu. So I think the takeaway from April is the combined form, which is Vishnu. And in Vishnu, there is the royalty and there is the purity. So how would you describe Vishnu's royalty and how would you describe Vishnu's purity?
Especially the holiness and highness is combined, and two crowns, and also total purity, because in the four arms of Vishnu, the four armaments which are shown is purity of thoughts, purity of words, and purity of actions, which gives the life of victory and the life of like there is power. And also a kind of proper balance within my own self, each one of us, of my both energies, qualities of Lakshmi, qualities of Narayan. That means you play the role where you can play the role in a way that demonstrate both qualities of Lakshmi and Narayan both. So it's total purity. It's so I call it that holiness and highness, right? So that's what I see in Vishnu.
So if that's our aim and objective, then it means that every Brahmin soul has got royalty and purity inside of them, and they have to work together. So royalty wouldn't work without purity, and purity wouldn't work without royalty. They have to also work with Lakshmi and Narayan together. So I can't be loving if I'm not detached. So it is as if even the qualities of royalty and purity are combined in such a way that they draw the powers and the virtues to also be combined in order for them to work. And that will make me into this complete Lakshmi and Narayan together. I cannot become Narayan without becoming Lakshmi. I cannot become Lakshmi without becoming Narayan. So this integration of Vishnu, I don't think we have studied it properly. We just see Vishnu with these, the double crown. We see him with the forearms. We see him with the symbols in the forearms. We even say him to Vishnu. But we don't see it within the personality of the soul, the sanskaras of the soul. So each sanskara is a combination of purity and royalty if my aim and objective is Vishnu. Is there some kind of simple way of looking at Vishnu outside of the double crown that would help us in the development of our sanskaras with both sides, the male and the female, the strong and the weak, not the weak, which means the gentle and the strong, the beauty and the discipline, that kind of thing, which I'm fascinated by, actually.
Yeah, royalty and purity, combination of that. But also, purity when there is no struggle inside or conflict, definitely has not only royalty but lot of power, because then you are real peaceful, you are very loving, you are very happy, you have contentment, many qualities. Purity really is like, divine virtues. All of those virtues should emerge in a very natural way. So Vishnu is worshipped, and they show two arms of Lakshmi, two of Narayan. And that is what we found in Dadi Prakashpani and other Dadis, was a combined personality. Very, very gentle, very loving, but very firm, very lawful. So loving and lawful also is a combined personality of purity, which I witnessed a lot in Dadi Prakashmani. You were very loving, but when she was firm, she will say no means no, And also when she says that any direction she gives, they all will accept it and start doing. So one day she said, it's just I have to say a few words. You will see how it happens, right? So there is that combination of both the personalities, Lakshmi and Narayan.
So the meaning of these words, I want to ask you about it. In the world outside, if you ask someone, what does royalty mean? They would say things to you like, it means you have authority and sovereignty. It means you have dignity and grace. It means you have elegance and regality, you're regal. So I know you would say yes, authority and sovereignty is BK. Yes, dignity and grace, Baba talks about. But this elegance and regality, which means elegance for the world outside, means there's beauty in your behavior, in your appearance, and there is a kind of importance to your behavior and style, the way you carry yourself. It means that everybody thinks that you're important. And that's the meaning of elegance in terms of your royalty. In regality, they're saying that a royal person carries a magnificence about them. A royal person, there's a splendor, and there is everything that royal person conveys carries an excellence. Do you think that this describes Vishnu?
Yeah, definitely. It's very beautiful the way you're giving the definitions of royalty. But I mentioned that with us is spiritual royalty, right? Lokic world royalty is completely different. But some of the points like grace and dignity and humility and respectful and also authority. So combination of these qualities will be visible. But I also mentioned that purity really means also free from desires. And altruistic also very much. into not thinking of one's own self, but very, very generous hearted, very compassionate, There will be a lot of beautiful qualities emerging from the spiritual personality of purity, which I think we can explore more every day.
Yeah. And for purity, one of the things that the world likes a word, they may not like the purity so much, but they like this word innocence. And when you ask them, what does innocence mean? They would say a clean, a childlike purity of heart. And this was very much so with someone like Dadi Gulzar. She had a childlike purity of heart. And that was how her purity manifested. But she also had a purity with a clean conscience. Do you think those things are important for purity as well? Generosity, yes, and all of these, but this clean conscience and this childlike purity of heart. How would you describe a childlike purity of heart, Sister Mohini?
When your intellect and mind are not, curiosity is one thing, but investigating or doubtful or, some kind of very subtle traces of body consciousness, create some kind of expressions. They look very ordinary. So when you are a child, you are very innocent. Recently, I think few days ago, someone asked me this question, that when you are watching everything, you look very innocent. I said, because learning, I am appreciating, I am seeing the speciality, and I don't have any kind of, investigative kind of nature. Or so it's the purity of our mind and intellect, which also definitely gives you like a childlike purity, innocent.
You also have the specialty, more so now, in which when you look at someone, you don't doubt them. You allow them to say whatever they have to say and to manifest whatever they want to manifest in terms of their bhavana or their feelings. And you then keep a kind of a focus on them, so that you allow them to be open with you. You allow them to be trusting that when they're saying this to you, you're hearing it with the right intention, and you're allowing them to know, for them to feel that what matters most to you is that you're upholding their worth and you're upholding their dignity. How do you do that? I notice it, you do it now, because if I come in and say to you, such and such a thing happened about someone, you will say, okay, she's out there, call her in. But you don't want me to tell you anything about her. You want, or him, you want to hear it directly from them. And you listened like with this purity of heart, like a child. You're curious, you are wondering, the things about children. You would manifest those as you're listening. How do you do it? What is it that's in your awareness at that time?
It's just keep our, as you said, conscience clear and loving and trusting. Because what I noticed this time, many important brothers, lot of brothers, but also some sisters will come to me and kind of reveal their lot of personal, anything like about body and about lot of things which they would had not shared with others. So I sometimes, of course, I support them and give them when they consult me about something. So I also start realizing that is this purity or is it love? Is it what is bringing the souls to open there. And they said after Dadi, we didn't know where to go. And with Dadi Prakashmani, we used to tell her this, that. And now we are doing it, So, yeah, you have a good question and I have to think about it. But as I said, I've asked, seeing people in their relationship, they are very open. And honestly take, but also their bhavna. Even there are a lot of systems and lot of pressures from different places. But when people have bhavna, then they also know that you are the right channel to support the yajna in all different ways, whether power of yoga or physical material resources. So that is increasing, a lot. And I feel that because, myself and Jayanti, when we have no interest in anything material from there, we only want to see that yajna functions well and there is no, all the departments are okay, all the people are spiritually feeling good. And seeing some of the people requesting for class, so that is increasing. And I feel it could definitely be, we have altruistic love. We don't have interest in anything, even if we have been given the positions, but I would still serve even if I don't have that position. And seeing that people are happier, lighter, and they know they could go to someone and tell what is in their heart. So all that is happening a lot more. So I think it's the purity or innocent or there is no pre-assumptions, it's like kind of honestly understanding people. When truly understanding, it's easy for them to express themselves, right? But if we have our own bias thing, our own personality, so it's difficult for people then. So I have to think more about that innocence.
Yeah, and finally, this is the month, tomorrow will be the month of May. It is one of the most beautiful months. I think it's the most beautiful month in the year. And the reason for that is there's such a purity and royalty in Mother Nature. So I hope you go out and see all the beautiful flowers. Someone should take you to a garden, like the botanical gardens. I don't think you've ever been to a botanical gardens in New York. So someone should take you there so you could see the beauty and royalty of Mother Nature. Didi, you were here when these two trees were planted, the lilac trees in front of the Queen's Center.
Yeah.
And the lilac, they're so full of lilacs, they're almost bending toward the sidewalk. And everyone would stop and take a picture. But not only a photo they would take, but the fragrance, you would know it's Baba's home. You're coming to like a few houses down the block because you're smelling the lilac. And we were talking today that nobody plucks the flowers. They just take a photograph and they stand and they admire it. And so that is beauty and royalty too, isn't it? In which it's being admired, the fragrance is taken, but no one wants to destroy it. No one wants to pluck it. And so it's very, very beautiful. Maybe you come to Queens tomorrow and see it as well before it falls off. Okay, Bhumi, you bring Didi so that she could see the lilacs.
You all had been bringing, like at airport, Julia had a branch, right?
Yeah. She brought the back ones and the front, but the lilacs are so beautiful. It just wins your heart.
You can send your photos.
Not Julia.
No, drive her around. Let her see New York flowers.
No, photos we will share with all of Vyakti Parivar, no?
Okay, thank you, Didi.
Okay, thank you, Gayatri. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much. And tomorrow is Thursday. Our schedule from Amrit Vela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. 5 to 6 p.m. English Sakar Murli. 5 to 5:15 p.m. Avikti Children Murli class. 6 o'clock Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series, Bhog offering, English series, and chit chat. Anyone who would like to offer Bhog, please send your name to 516-717-9171. Thank you. Om Shanti. Now let's remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi.
पवित्र मन रखो, पवित्र तन रखो, पवित्र मन रखो, पवित्र तन रखो। पवित्रता मनुष्यता की शान है, जो मन वचन कर्म से पवित्र है, वो चरित्रवान ही यहाँ महान है। पवित्र मन रखो, पवित्र तन रखो, पवित्रता मनुष्यता की शान है, जो मन वचन कर्म से पवित्र है, वो चरित्रवान ही यहाँ महान है। जगत की कर्म भूमि में करो भले कर्म, करो भले कर्म। अच्छे रखो विचार, उत्तम करो व्यवहार, अच्छे रखो विचार, उत्तम करो व्यवहार। आदर्श व्यक्ति की ये पहचान है, जो मन वचन कर्म से पवित्र है, वो चरित्रवान ही यहाँ महान है। पवित्र मन रखो, पवित्र तन रखो, पवित्रता मनुष्यता की शान है, जो मन वचन कर्म से पवित्र है, वो चरित्रवान ही यहाँ महान है। अपनी आँख में अमृत रखो विमल विमल, सदा विमल विमल। तुम अपनी आँख में अमृत रखो विमल विमल, सदा विमल विमल। तुम्हारी वाणी में माधुर्य हो सरल सरल, सदा सरल सरल। तुम हो के निर्विकार, सबका करो सत्कार। तुम हो के निर्विकार, सबका करो सत्कार। ये जन्म तुम्हारा इम्तिहान है, जो मन वचन कर्म से पवित्र है, वो चरित्रवान ही यहाँ महान है। पवित्र मन रखो, पवित्र तन रखो, पवित्रता मनुष्यता की शान है, जो मन वचन कर्म से पवित्र है, वो चरित्रवान ही यहाँ महान है। पवित्र मन रखो, पवित्र मन रखो, पवित्र मन रखो, पवित्र मन रखो।
ओम शांति, ओम शांति।